The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office will host an open house on Thursday, June 27th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The office has relocated to the first floor to offer easier accessibility. Stop by to meet Michelle Herman, the commissioners, and enjoy a light lunch. The Keokuk County VA Commission is located at the Keokuk County Courthouse in Sigourney, Iowa at 101 South Main. Again, the Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office will host an open house Thursday, June 27th from 11 to 1. The 4th annual Travis Greiner Memorial Tractor Ride is Saturday, June 29th. Sign-up begins at 6:30 a.m. behind Greiner Crop Service, east of Keota Water Tower. Free will donation. Includes lunch and snacks along the ride. Proceeds to Area 4-H and FFA fairs. The ride leaves Keota at 7:45 and will be a 60-mile round trip. Sponsored by Southeast Iowa Tractor Association Incorporated. It's the 4th annual Travis Greiner Memorial Tractor Ride, Saturday, June 29th. And if you don't have a tractor, come and watch along the route. The Keokuk County Expo Fair Kickoff Barbecue Cook-Off is Saturday, July 13th. $100 per team, up to 4. Deadline to sign up is Friday, June 28th. Cash payout is $350 to first place per category. Meal for the public starts at 5:30 with a free will offering. Be sure to sign up by the entry deadline, June 28th. Stop at the Keokuk County Extension Office to pick up a packet. Proceeds to support the Keokuk County Expo. Sponsored by Keokuk County Farm Bureau. Contemporary Christian artist Leanna Crawford is coming to the Watch Year Opera House in Watch Year, Iowa, Saturday, June 29th at 7 p.m. Doors open up at 6 p.m. Advance tickets are $15 plus tax, $20 at the door.
Hey, it's Leanna Crawford, and I am so cheery to be coming to What Cheer, Iowa. It's going to be such a sweet night of music and praising Jesus together, and I cannot wait to see you there.
All proceeds to support the Tri-County Food Pantry. Brought to you by the Watch Year Methodist Church. Ticket information can be found on the Watch Year Methodist Church Facebook page. Welcome to the Iowa Music Showcase. We are live here on Steve Shuttler Media, live from Barnwired in Sigourney, Iowa. How are we all doing today? Hey! Glad to have you hanging out here on a beautiful Friday here in Sigourney, Iowa. We've got my musical guest, Ryan Lombard, hanging out with me. We're going to get to Ryan here in a second. First of all, welcome in Amanda Snakenberg from Barnwired. Amanda, come on in. They're not clapping for you today. There, we're making some noise. So what do we got going on here at Barnwired?
This week, the sandwich of the week is chicken bacon ranch wrap. Our soup is chicken tortilla. And all of our florals are still 75% off. We still do have some sale items that are at 50% off also. And really, we're just working on gearing up for the 4th of July because in Sigourney, you know, it's a huge deal. So it's like a 3-4 day deal. That's what we got going on here.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Amanda. I'll let you squeeze out of here. Amanda Snakenberg from Barnwired here in Sigourney. Again, we're doing the Iowa Music Showcase. And get in here for some lunch and some coffee. Now, Ryan, you've tasted the coffee, I believe.
Excellent coffee.
How is the coffee here?
Excellent. I had a caramel frappuccino.
All right. So, Ryan Lombard, I've been talking on my morning show this week. I always hype up what's coming up here at Barnwired, and I'm like, we're going to get to know this guy together because you and I have not met in person until just a little while ago.
Yep.
And I kind of purposely didn't ask you a whole lot of questions because I wanted to leave it for the interview. So let's get to know you a little bit. For our viewers here in person, our live audience, and our viewers on Facebook and on social media. Who is Ryan Lombard? Where do you come from and all that good stuff?
Yeah, right on. So my name is Ryan Lombard. I'm a guitarist and songwriter and a composer from Des Moines. Really excited to be here today. Thank you so much for having me. I teach, I write music, and the biggest project I've been up to recently is my new album, Songs for Our Water. It's a full-length album of music inspired by Iowa's lakes and rivers.
Awesome. And you actually have a copy of the vinyl
Record right
there.
Yes.
Check that out. That's pretty awesome. Kind of a retro looking vinyl record there.
Yep.
And
artwork was made by a local artist, Maddie Fusco.
Okay, very cool. And can people buy those online, or where do they find your stuff?
Yep, so you can definitely get them at my shows, but I also have them available on my Bandcamp page, so that's going to be ryanlombard.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
You can order them there. I'll ship it to you as well.
All right, very cool. Maybe get an autograph if you ask.
If you ask, I'll do it, if you really want.
If you ask nice, he might autograph. Only $5 extra. No. Ryan Lombard hanging out here on our Iowa Music Showcase. So you come from Des Moines. Is that like your forever hometown, or where did you grow up? Or did you grow up here in Iowa?
So I went to school in Ankeny, so just in the
Okay.
suburbs outside of Des Moines, but Des Moines is where I live now, and plan on being there for a good while.
All right. And when did music kind of become a serious thing for you?
Yeah, I started learning guitar seriously when I was 12. That just seemed to be what held my attention the best, I guess, at the time. And then I kind of worked backwards. I guess I found my way, like joining marching band and stuff a little later on in high school. Ended up studying music in college, studied jazz and classical. So I've kind of really just done as many different things on the guitar that I can.
All right.
Like that's switching it up is what's fun for me. And yeah, that's definitely evident on the music as well. Genre-wise, it's all over the place. I don't like to stay one place too much like that.
What's funny? So, let's ask the question: how did you find out about the Iowa Music Showcase? How did you and I get hooked up? Tell us the story.
Yeah, I can't remember who, but I definitely was made aware of it by a friend in Des Moines that you were putting out word that you do this show here, and they shared a post with me, and
so it's just
reached out.
Social media connected us.
Exactly. And thank you for being so kind of having me.
Yeah, and here we are. Now, it's funny because you messaged me on Facebook, and then I was kind of looking into you, and I was like, I saw your profile picture, and I was like, if you gotta Google or maybe Facebook search Ryan, because his profile picture, he's kind of made up. I don't know how you would describe your look in that.
It was a little glam rock, like the 1970s David Bowie.
Yeah.
New York Dolls.
And I'm like, I wonder what this guy's all about.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of wondering today, I was like, is he going to show up with that look, kind of the glam look? But here, you're just looking pretty normal today.
Yeah, feeling normal today. Really just, like I said, I'm into lots of different styles of music. I'm into lots of different visual art styles as well. So doing kind of more of a folky sound, so I kind of matching that a little bit. Yeah.
So when you're not doing like your folk stuff that you might be leaning towards today, is your other band that you do? I mean, what kind of music is that? Is that like the glam rock type stuff?
So the other band isn't active right now, but I've done a lot of like psychedelic and electronic music. Maybe I'll bring it next time, but I do play the guitar and do a lot of synthesizer. Yeah, exactly. So
I know a guy that plays the guitar.
Yeah, right on. So yeah, do a lot of electronic music.
All right.
Yeah.
So of course that leads to the question of who are some of your musical influences, which I'm sure is all over the place.
Yep, absolutely. I already mentioned David Bowie, which is huge. Watching him like transform his music over the course of her career is really inspiring. I love Talking Heads. I love like funky experimental stuff, and also like I like how David Byrne is really free and loose with the way he expresses himself. I admire that kind of thing. I love a lot of like newer instrumental stuff as well, some post rock, some Explosions in the Sky. But for this, also like some really old classic country, a bunch of like you could hear Chet Atkins and Les Paul, a lot of like meticulously arranged solo guitar stuff as well. So
back when music was actually music.
Sure. Music in a different way.
Yeah. Definitely has changed over the years.
Yeah.
But again, Ryan Lombard, our guest here today on the showcase. You've got your guitar in hand. What kind of guitar is this? This is different than just an acoustic guitar, obviously.
So yes, this is a Cordoba nylon electric. So it's kind of closer to like a classical guitar in the way it's designed. But it's got a pickup right here. It's got 2 microphones in it, so it sounds really huge and awesome.
So it's not your normal. It's not like most people have acoustic guitars when they come here, but you're not acoustic. So this is going to be going through my computer.
Yep.
So people on Facebook Facebook might be able to hear it maybe a little bit better than people in person.
Yep.
So that's what's going on.
I'll try to play nice and loud.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so let's give it up. You're going to do your first song right now. What is the name of the first tune?
This is Raccoon River Blues.
And this is on this album over here, right?
On Songs for Our Water. Yep. This is one of the singles I put out. On the album, it's a full band arrangement with a bunch of like vocal harmonies and drums and the full thing. But I also kind of made these songs so they could be performed solo as well.
Awesome. And I should mention to our viewers on Facebook, I am here all by myself today. I don't have any Neil. I don't have any Stacy with me today. So you're going to start doing your song. I'm going to jump over to the computer, make sure everything is going all right.
Make sure the show is still going.
And your girlfriend is going to help me out as well.
Right on.
All right, let's do this first song. Here is Ryan Lombard on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Right on. Hey, can I take you out on a date? It's a perfect summer day, and I know a place. I got 2 kayaks strapped to my little car, and I packed a little bar in my bag. So why don't we just spend the day on the Raccoon River? She said, honey, your kayak is running kind of funny. Then she tipped me over. So I had to get even first. Then we rode downstream, rolling around banks till we found one that seemed good and fitting to sit and talk and eat and drink on the Raccoon River bank. We got nothing to race against but the midday sun. So we'll take it at our own pace till we say we're done. The river changes throughout the days, weeks, and years, but it ain't going nowhere soon. So long as it flows true, I'll be singing Raccoon River Blues. So long as it flows true, I'll be singing Raccoon River Blues.
Hey, that is Ryan Lombard. I like it.
Thank you.
Raccoon River Blues. Here on the Iowa Music Showcase on Steve Shuttler Media. Again, glad to have Ryan hanging out with us today. We're going to get a couple more songs before we wrap things up around noon today. So again, that comes off of that new album. Grab that album again. We got it. We got to show
for Our Water.
I'll just
by all means.
Close up on that, extreme close up. Songs for Our Water. Now, do you have? I know you have a box of looks like CDs over here as well.
Yep.
So if people here in attendance want to buy your stuff, they can do that today.
We could do that.
So where did you record your album?
So my album is completely self-produced.
Okay.
I recorded it in my apartment.
All right, in your apartment.
Yep.
In Lombard Studios.
That's right. Yep.
Where did you pick up such skills? I mean, is that just something that you acquired along the way?
I've been kind of independently recording music with friends since I was like 13. You know,
Okay.
in the friend's basement, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But at university, I did study music technology. That was my concentration. So
Okay.
I did a minor's worth of music, audio, recording, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Classes.
Yeah. See, like with the Steve Shetler Media stuff, I'm just kind of winging it as I go.
Yeah.
It's just like, we'll tweak it here and push this button here and see what happens.
There's a lot of that for sure.
So, now, have you ever recorded anybody else?
Just some singles here and there, but
Okay.
no major projects. I usually do it kind of in the context of my own music.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
where I feel most comfortable with that sort of thing.
And for the recording process, I know you said you play with, or the recordings have a full band.
Yep.
Now, was that other people playing those instruments, or was that all you?
Nope, that was me as
Okay.
well. Yep. So I did an electric drum set, and then the drums sound really, really good.
Yeah.
But I did it with an electronic drum set, and to play the bass parts, layered in my guitars. A lot of the tracks have 4-part vocal harmonies, so
Wow.
I do it the Queen style. So like
Nice.
like on a Bohemian Rhapsody, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
They're all singing it like each part 4 times, so 16 voices on one part. I would not quite that far, but I would do at least 3 or 4 layers of myself over each part. So it's super layered. I would say like complex, very full sounding music.
Yeah. Speaking of Queen, I was reading this morning on my morning show. They are selling their music library, to Sony, I believe, for $1.2 billion.
$1 billion. Oh my goodness.
With a B.
Wow.
So, I mean, you keep at it.
Yeah.
Maybe here in like 50 years, you can sell your music library for $1 billion.
Right. Once inflation, $1 billion isn't $1 billion anymore, then then I'll get my billion. Yeah.
And you can buy Steve Shetler Media, and I'll work for you.
Yeah,
How
okay.
about- Well, let's do our second song of the day.
All right.
Now, is this? You said beforehand that you were going to be doing an instrumental.
Yep.
And that's
So-
what this is going to be.
Yep. So not every song on the album does have lyrics. There's a few that are instrumental. This is one of them. With it, like I said, I studied the classic country, all that stuff. So this is like in the Scott Joplin ragtime style.
Okay.
So this is Big Creek Rag.
All right. And here's Ryan Lombard once again. We're doing our Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired.
Right on.
There you go. That's Ryan Lombard here on our Iowa Music Showcase, here live from Barnwired in Sigourney, Iowa. Now, is that one on the new album as well?
The new album. You got it.
So are we featuring all new album tracks today?
Yep, you got it.
That way I can quit asking that question. All right, so it's that time of the interview for 5 random or not so random questions for Ryan Lombard. These are just top of your head, whatever comes off your brain right off the bat here. Have you ever started a fire in the kitchen?
No. Nope.
Do you ever do much in the? Are you a chef at all?
I tend to avoid the things that catch on fire. Yeah, I try to keep it very simple.
These are just extra questions. What's your best thing that you make in the kitchen?
I'm good at frying eggs.
Fried eggs? Mm-hmm. I'm good at cereal.
Did you get the milk just right?
Yeah, it's got to get the right levels of milk. Question 2. Are you on a diet? You don't look like you need to be on a diet.
I'm doing the 0 sugar sodas.
Okay, so my question is, when you're on a diet, what's the one food that you find hardest to give up?
I thought 0 sugar would be like I thought I was gonna miss my sugared sodas, but it's not so bad.
All right,
yeah.
All right.
So
you're when you drink a soda, what's your go-to?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. So you're doing Dr. Pepper Zero now?
Yeah,
Did you see? This is again random. I'm following a squirrel. Did you see? I just saw recently, just within the last week, that Dr. Pepper has actually overtaken Pepsi as the number 2 in pops or sodas.
Good.
You got Coke at number 1, but Dr. Pepper is number 2 right now. Question 3. If you could only eat at one restaurant the rest of your life, what restaurant would it be? Other than Barn Wired, obviously.
I'm going to keep it simple. Drake Diner in Des Moines.
Drake Diner. Okay.
It's a fine eating establishment, and we go there a lot.
What's your go-to when you go to the Drake Diner?
Either chicken and waffles or just a plate of eggs and hash browns and all the basics.
Yeah, you like breakfast type stuff?
Yep.
I'm right there with you. Mm-hmm. Question 4. Have you ever been fired in a cold manner, or fired at all? You ever been fired from a job? I got fired a year ago.
When I was 16... It wasn't my fault. When I was 16,
sure.
I was in marching band and there was a playoff game, so I had to go to the playoff game on a Tuesday night.
Okay.
I told them 2 weeks in advance because that 2 weeks is the magic number. I said, "Mr. Manager, can you cover my shift on Tuesday? I have a school function." And my manager said yes. And then my manager forgot about it, and so all my students got no-showed on. And then I get fired by the owner.
And his name was Mr. Manager. I mean, that was a pretty good name for the job that he had.
I guess. Must be nice. Just it's never your fault.
Yeah. Question 5. Oh wow! I don't know why there's so many food-related questions today. All right. So what's the meal that you fix? I don't know. Again, this is random. What's the meal you fix when you're trying to impress someone? Obviously, it's going to be what you were talking about earlier.
I feel like pasta, spaghetti. I feel like that's. I can manage that. I won't mess it up, but it's still kind of nice, I guess.
Well, I'm coming over tonight, so I want some of that. So
all right. So you got about an hour and 40, and I'll see you there.
Yeah, you get a head start.
A little bit of trek, yeah.
After this, I'll go home and take a nap. Okay. You go home and start cooking. All right. So that's 5 questions.
What a deal.
That's 5 questions with Ryan Lombard here on the Iowa Music Showcase. When you're playing gigs, I'm assuming that you play out in Des Moines, or where do you? What are some of your places that you play?
Yeah, for sure. So I definitely play around Des Moines the most, for sure. That's where a lot of music venues that, do the full band thing and art. So definitely around there a bunch. But last week I was in Estherville, the Little Swan Lake Winery over by Okoboji.
Okay.
Later this year, I'm going to be making it to Makokata. I'm going to do a concert and a songwriting clinic thing. So that'll be really cool. I'm going to be over in Fort Dodge in December.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so, I'm trying to branch out, get out to rural Iowa a little more, show some love. But, yeah, I guess I will also be at the 8035 Music Festival in Des Moines this year.
Yeah.
And also the Iowa Choreography Festival. There's a choreographer, Jolene Gomez, and she's making choreography for 4 dancers for one of my pieces on the album.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
all right.
Really excited to see how that goes.
I'm going to try out, obviously. Jazz hands.
Oh, yeah.
And then if people like what they're hearing today, where can they find you online and on social media?
Yep. So my name's Ryan Lombard, Lombard. A lot of people don't know, get mixed up the spelling there. And I'm streaming everywhere. So Apple Music, Spotify, all of those. I'm on YouTube. I'm also, so the website to get my music, like to get a CD, would be bandcamp.com. You can search my name, I'll be there. Yeah, those are kind of
those are the places.
Those are the main
All right.
ones, yeah.
All right. Well, our time is flying by, as it always does here on the showcase. Let's go ahead and do one more tune for today. Again, from the brand new album. When did this come out?
This came out May 14th.
All right, so it is pretty much brand new.
Yep, just over a month old.
Yeah, so Songs for Our Water. Make sure you check that out from Ryan. All right, let's do this song. Ryan Lombard once again here on the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live from Barn Wired in Sigourney.
Right on. This last one's Okoboji Blue.
Take me to Okoboji Blue, where the water's crystal clear and spring-fed true. Take me to Okoboji Blue. When we get there, tell me what you wanna do. Lay all day in Emerson Bay, riding waves soaking sun rays, the kind of day you don't keep track of time. And when the day turns dark on the Ferris wheel at Arnold's Park, to see firework reflections on Westlake. Take me to Okoboji Blue. Tell me everyone we know is coming too. Take me to Okoboji Blue, where the water's crystal clear and spring-fed true. Take me to Okoboji Blue. Tell me everyone we know is coming too.
Yeah, it's Ryan Lombard
Thank you.
on our Iowa Music Show, hitting those high notes. I like it. Ryan doing a great job. Is it hard to hit those notes before noon?
I had to practice. Nowadays, I'm good. I had to practice the falsetto a lot.
Yeah.
When in like high school and around that time.
Switching, making that transition
Exactly.
mid-song,
Yep.
it's hard to do. So, very talented. I mean, you're a super talented guy.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks,
very
Steve. I
cool.
appreciate that a lot.
So, again, check out his new album. Hold that up for the folks watching online. And if you're here in person and you want to buy some CDs, he's got the CDs over there. So, Ryan, once again, very, very good to meet you.
Thank you, Steve.
Twitter there, pal.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for coming down from Des Moines. Make sure you check him out online. Buy this album online, and we always say download it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can stream it if you want, but downloading is where you're going to help him out as a musician and an artist. He gets more money from downloads than streams.
Very
So,
true.
all right, Ryan, thank you for hanging out. And
Steve.
if you don't mind, like we did at the beginning, if you don't mind taking me out
play,
with a little bit of strumming of the guitar, I'd appreciate that. And hopefully next week we'll have a full crew. Maybe Neil Crott will be back in the house. And I believe we have Mike Walsh coming next week. He'll be making his debut on the Iowa Music Showcase. We're here every Friday from 11:30 to noon from Barn Wired in Sigourney for our Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shetler Media. Ryan.